How to apply for Australia Prospective Marriage Visa, Subclass 300, all you need to know. Hi everyone, my name is Geraldine Squadrito from Sydney, Australia. In this video, I am going to share with you the general information about Prospective Marriage Visa, Subclass 300. Another type of visa that I DIY for myself way back 2015. I know, right? It's been a while since the last time I applied for this visa. I also know that there are changes to it, like length of stay and visa cost. But don't you worry, because I am sharing with you the most recent information, which you can also find in the Australian Government Department of Home Affairs website. So for those who are engaged or not yet engaged but are planning to marry your Australian citizen or permanent resident partner, by the way, by saying partner, it means that it's your boyfriend or girlfriend or fiancé, and you are located offshore, meaning you're outside Australia. So if you've got a genuine intent to get married, then this prospective marriage visa is possibly a good option for you as a potential pathway to permanent residence in Australia. The information in this video is for educational and information purpose only. I am not a migration agent or affiliated with any agency. If unsure, please seek professional visa and migration advice about your circumstances. So this visa allows those people who are not quite ready to get into a de facto relationship or not quite ready to get married yet to still be able to live together in Australia before they take the next step. What is Prospective Marriage Visa? Prospective Marriage Subclass 300 Visa, also commonly known as Fiancé Visa, is a temporary visa, which if granted, will allow you to travel to Australia with the condition that you will have to marry your partner within the 9-month visa period. Take note that it is not a requirement to get married in Australia. You can also get married in other countries. In our case, you got married in the Philippines. So after marrying your partner, it is intended that you will then apply for an onshore partner visa, which must be lodged before the Subclass 300 visa expires. Should I have to be engaged to apply for this visa? No, you don't need to be officially engaged. It's not a requirement for the prospective marriage visa. What really important is that you and your partner have got genuine intention to get married. Are you eligible to apply for the Subclass 300 visa? You will need to satisfy the following visa grant requirements at the time of lodgement. You must be age 18 years or older. You must be sponsored by your prospective spouse. So there are sponsor requirements. Sponsors are required to provide the visa applicant or their partner with accommodation, financial support, and other support such as childcare. To be a sponsor, you will need to be an Australian citizen, permanent resident. You need to be over 18 years of age or meet special condition criteria. Note that certain individuals are prohibited from being approved as sponsor. You must genuinely intend to marry your partner before the visa period ends, or to be precise, within 9 months of visa grant. Your partner or prospective spouse must be age 18 or older. You must have met your partner in person or face-to-face at least once. There must be no legal impediment to the marriage in Australia. This could occur, for example, if either you or your prospective spouse have previously been married and the divorce is deemed not valid under Australian law. You must genuinely intend to live together as spouses. Your prospective spouse must meet a character requirement and provide police clearances as evidence that this condition is satisfied. You must meet health and character requirements. What can I do after my prospective marriage visa is approved? Stay in Australia for between 9 and 15 months from date of grant of visa. It actually used to be up to 9 months only, but they updated it to 15. Can I work? Yes, you can work in this visa. So with this visa, you will have full work rights and are protected by Australian workplace law. Study in Australia. With this visa, you will be able to study in Australia. However, you will not receive any government support and any study cost will be at your own expense. You can travel to and from Australia as many times as you want while your visa is valid. The type of evidence to be provided includes the following: identity documents. So this is your passport and like your birth certificate. Character documents such as police clearance. Relationship evidence documents such as evidence that you will marry your partner within 9 months of visa grant. So this is the letter from your marriage celebrant and confirmation of lodgement of your NOIM. This evidence must be in the form of a signed and dated letter with the letterhead from the authorized marriage celebrant who will be conducting the ceremony, confirming the date and venue of your marriage ceremony. Under Australian law, if you wish to marry in Australia, you must lodge a notice of intention to marry or NOIM with the marriage celebrant who will be conducting the ceremony. The NOIM must be lodged no less than 1 month and no more than 18 months before the proposed date of the ceremony and is valid up to 18 months. As part of your Subclass 300 visa application, you should also provide confirmation that you have lodged a NOIM with your marriage celebrant. At least 2 Form 888s. So these are statutory declarations provided by your supporting witnesses attesting that your relationship is genuine. Evidence that you and your partner have met face-to-face as adults since turning 18 and know each other personally. Evidence that you and your partner genuinely intend to live together as spouses. Written statements about your relationship for both yourself and your partner, covering the history and development of your relationship when you became engaged. Joint activities, significant events in your relationship, and your future plans together as spouse. This statement can be in the form of statutory declaration. How much does a prospective marriage visa cost? So the cost of the prospective marriage visa are exactly the same as that of the partner visa. Note that these fees can change and you should check the cost that will apply in your case before proceeding with lodgement. Entering in Australia. Once the visa is granted, it's granted 9 months from the day that it is issued. You then have an obligation to enter Australia at least once before you get married. So you do need to enter Australia before you get married, even if you just come and enter for a couple of weeks and then depart again. Should I marry in Australia? You can marry wherever you wish. You can get married in Australia or in the country of your origin. So we actually got married in the Philippines, where I came from. You can get married in totally different countries, such as Bali or Fiji or an island destination. Anywhere you want, it really doesn't matter. But as long as you enter Australia at least once before you get married. So note that your overseas marriage must be legally valid in Australia. If you marry your Australian partner before a decision is made on the application, you will no longer eligible for prospective marriage visa. In this case, you will need to take the appropriate steps to notify immigration of your change in circumstances. Withdraw your application and reapply for a new visa subclass. Otherwise, your Subclass 300 visa application will be refused. Do I get access to Medicare? you don't get access to Medicare, which is our national healthcare scheme here in Australia. That is something that you will have access to once you get married and then applied for partner visa. Am I going to be interviewed? It depends on the offshore processing center. For example, in Moscow, they interviewed every applicant before they granted the visa just to ask them about their relationship and their intention to get married and make sure that what they have in the application is true and correct. I didn't get any interview in our case. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.